Hi everybody. Well, this is a little project I was thinking about, and typically when I do something like this, it's just grab some materials and see what you come up with. I had no plan, but in the end, I think this is going to actually work pretty good with some minor adjustments. But I was looking for a 2-row corn planter, and everything I can find is at least $500 or more. Once in a while, you'll find a old one that needs a lot of work for a few $100, but most of them were pretty expensive for a 2-row planter. I'm just looking to plant corn and beans for a food plot for the deer and the pheasants and whatever other critters seem to want to come in. But that's what I'm using it for. And right now I currently have a small 4-foot wide disc plow, and everything I see online shows basically a disc plow in front of it with tubes dropping out the back behind the disc to plant the corn, with some sort of a mixer and a timer and grabbing corn and throwing 4 at a time, 2 at a time I've seen. But this is basically the 2-row planter. It's made from, you aren't going to believe it, but some training wheels off that bike. Here was an old plywood bike that is no good, and I took those front and back tires off of that and used those here. And they had plywood centers, but they are air filled, so I will have to just keep an eye on that. And then I also found these garden buckets, and the garden buckets basically have weep holes in the bottom all the way around, which is perfect for dispensing some seed on a timely basis. Basically, it's going to be dropped about every 7 inches, the spacing right there, which is perfect. And this is roughly about 17 inches, 18 inches wide for a row, and that'll fit right in between the 2 tires. So hopefully that works out pretty well, but it won't matter because it'll be getting disced up right behind the tractor anyway. So that's what I came up with. Then I took the garden buckets, put them onto the tires at an angle, and screwed those on with some big washers to hold them tight. And then I took, there's the training wheels. That's basically, I just bent the top portion right here at an angle so that this would slightly be at an angle, so the corn or beans is always staying in the bottom like a concrete truck. And then this was just an old bar right here, and I just bent that in half, and then drilled holes and attached the training wheels to the other bike tires to the garden buckets. And then I just put a piece of plywood at the top to brace it. So this will drag behind the disc plow, and hopefully this works pretty well. But I'll try to just show you what it should do. And it should drag, if I can get away from the tractor, just like that down the rows. And that should act as a skid plate so it won't bottom out and break the tires or the little axles there. So my only thing is to try to figure out how to attach it here. Probably just a couple bungee cords so it can wobble and doesn't snap off if I actually attached it tight. So should work pretty good. I'll let you know.